morning and welcome to the regularly scheduled meeting of your Los Angeles City Council, meeting in Van Nuys City Hall. Today is Friday, the 31st day of October, Halloween 2025. Public comment for this morning's meeting will be taken in person in this Van Nuys City Hall. Before Councilmember Rodriguez starts, I want to make sure we acknowledge the president of the leader of the Fire Commission was with us, Commissioner Janethia Hutley-Hayes, and former member of this body representing the 1-5, Councilmember Joe Buscaino, was with us or is with us. I want to welcome them. You still got it, Councilmember Buscaino.
Go Buckets.
Excuse me. Welcome, council members. Thank you for letting me speak. I'm here to support Council Member Padilla's motion, file number 22-1545-531, regarding temporary storage facility at Balboa and Victory. I'm the regional commissioner of AYSO 33 in Encino. We have 1,500 parents and kids there every Saturday. There is an RV, for instance, right now that has been parked for a week. We have 100 special needs kids and families that come to me and they say, we can't, there's nowhere to park. It's very limited parking. We cannot remove this motor vehicle, this RV that's taking up at least 5 spaces right now because there's nowhere to tow it to. This is not an isolated incident. I urge you, please, to pass this as soon as possible. It means a lot to the families and especially the special needs players and families in our region. Thank you.
Good morning, Council President, Council members, public. Stefano Padilla on behalf of South Coast Air Quality Management District. I'm here today to announce that South Coast AQMD has recently launched 2 major funding initiatives. The first that I want to share is our Invest Clean program, which has up to $417 million available. The program's purpose is to decarbonize our goods movement sector and to help the deployment of electric trucks, heavy-duty trucks, charging infrastructure, and freight equipment. For more information, please visit investclean.org. The next program I want to share is our Go Zero pilot program that recently launched last month. The purpose is to help residents and small businesses adopt space and water heaters. I just want to note that it's on a first-come, first-served basis. More funds are reserved for small businesses and underserved communities. For more info, please visit aqmd.gov. Go Zero. And I just want to encourage fleet operators, businesses, and residents to apply early. Thank you.
If accountability were on the agenda, I wouldn't need this microphone, so here I am. District 1, Ms. Hernandez. Forgot who put her here, apparently. And District 8, Mr. Marquise. Yeah, you forgot what you said that you were fighting for. You know, you say you're community first, but that line dissolved the moment that the camera shut off. Mr. Marquise, you talk about loyalty, but your consistency disappears faster than your vows. You managed to disappoint your wife, your advisor, quite the double act, really. Now you screw the people. You do not protect people because you don't care about us. You don't care about your wife, and you're not even really paying attention too much now. But we will continue to show up. We will continue to be here for people while you debate budgets. We are feeding families. We are fixing what negligence this department has broke, and we are the community that y'all keep scheduling around and keep underestimating. But we're not going anywhere, and we'll keep showing up.
My name is Norm Grimes. I am a business owner on Randall Street in Sun Valley, and I simply want to thank Councilmember Padilla and her staff for their efforts to help keep our neighborhood clean and safe. We have a lot of business properties there that certainly appreciate your efforts, and we hope this new project continues to improve this area. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much. Next speaker.
Okay. Good morning. My name is David Evans. I'm reaching out to vote yes on item number 6, Councilwoman Padilla's motion to provide temporary storage for RVs. That's my first issue. Do I need to wait for general public comment? Yeah, I put it in. Do I need to wait for it?
No, you have 1 minute for whatever you want to speak about.
Oh, okay.
Total.
All right, yeah, I'll make it really quickly. I'm speaking in regards to the proposed change to the RSO formula. Represent a number of private property owners in South Los Angeles, and they can't deal with a lower rent increase, especially right now with their expenses triple the allowable rent increase. So I'm saying please to every city council member, particularly the Housing and Homeless Committee, reconsider the RSO calculation formula. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next speaker.
Good morning, Council President Blow Mandingo. So I'm here to talk about the American citizens are losing their food stamp SNAP benefit, and also American citizens are losing their Medi-Cal services. So we are not able to get any medications, and a lot of community members in need of a Viagra, and they are not able to get it under Medi-Cal. Especially, you continue to cut the Medi-Cal and then continue to fund your Palestinian Lives Matter in Hamas. So I'm really concerned that American citizens are no longer having food benefit, SNAP, CalFresh food stamp in LA County, in California State, at the federal level, continue to government shutdown because you continue to fund Palestinian Lives Matter, Hamas, continue to fuel the war in Middle East. So I'm just trying to advocate everybody can put more food on the table, and everybody just continue to support the legal American citizen, not the illegal American citizen.
Okay. Next speaker. Please, we cannot have people shouting out from the audience. Everyone is entitled to speak. Everyone is entitled to speak, and you can't yell out. Otherwise, we have to remove you from the meeting. Sorry. If the people in the back need to keep quiet as well, so that everyone can hear the speaker. Let's give everyone their attention. Go ahead, ma'am. The floor is yours. 1 minute.
Hello, my name is Alexandra Barron. I'm a citizen, I'm a mom, and I'm out of words to say really to figure out why the protesters that are trying to protect their community members are being brutalized by the LAPD. I'm really confused because when I go out there and I march for my family, which has mixed status, and for my neighbors, I expect our police to protect me because A, I'm a citizen and I have that right, and B, if they're not protecting me, why are we paying them? I pay taxes, and they keep going up. All things considered, I'm a pretty moderate woman. For me to take the day off of work and come down here, it's not right. I appreciate the eye contact. I've seen a woeful lack of dignity being granted by you guys to the citizens that come up here to speak. And if I'm going to miss out on work and not get paid today, and you guys are, least you can do is we can all sit here together and come up with a solution so our community members are not being brutalized while they are protecting the rights of others who are being illegally kidnapped.
Okay. Next speaker. Mr. Gus.
DanielGus.substack.com, pursuant to Government Code 54954.3. I want a second minute because you have a continuation agenda. If you don't grant it for me and you're running my time now, I'll file a complaint and a claim so you'll spend thousands of dollars rather than giving me and everybody who wants the second minute. And this is procedural. You shouldn't be running my clock. DanielGus.substack.com. Mr. Grote?
You hold us time. So you're not entitled to the second minute. So understood. You can continue with your 32 seconds. Go ahead.
32 seconds, you're checking with Blumenfield to see if I have the time to speak at all. So if you want to spend thousands of dollars, great, you'll get yourself a claim. You're going to get yourself a claim, and that's going to cost the city attorney's office thousands of dollars. You watch and see. Hey, so how many of you hypocrites are going to be celebrating with the Dodgers if they win Game 6 tonight and Game 7 tomorrow? You're going to be on the bus shaking hands with people that you said shouldn't go to the White House to celebrate with Trump, right? Ms. Hernandez, you talk about what this city government and this city council did to the people in Chavez Ravine. Where are you? Are you going to celebrate with them? Are you going to be on the bus taking photos? Or are you going to be a hypocrite?
Does everybody know what red flag season is? In Porter Ranch, we do. Red flag means that, according to Mark Christie on Channel 5, the winds get up between 60 and 70 miles an hour. And we know what happened in Palisades, right? A little cigarette burned down homes, destroyed families. A little match destroyed the Eden community. And yet, Mr. Lee does nothing. You know, the Channel 5 was up there and they had like 10 of the firemen. God bless the firemen. But where were they at? They were over by Mr. Lee's house. Not where the fires can start. Not on Reseda Boulevard where we've already seen 3 fires. No, they're going to protect his house. So you know what I'm going to do? Mr. Lee, I'm going to move in with you, and you don't think I will? Damn it, I'll take my motorhome up there and I'll drive right through your front gate. Nothing's going to stop me because you are not protecting the people of Porter Ranch. We're going to have another Palisade event because...
Speaker, your time has expired. Next speaker.
Okay.
You know, I wish I could speak here indefinitely, telling you everything and how I feel about everything that's going on, but unfortunately I can't. So I'm just going to make a really quick point. You guys can all see. You guys can all walk. You guys can all speak. You guys all have motor functions. The Los Angeles Police Department has made sure that on top of assaulting citizens and Angelinos, that they have removed those freedoms that we've had. I know people who have lost their corneas. I know people who have grave concussions that affected their motor function. I myself had a broken knee. Yet still, I stand before you all, taking a day off when I should be working to make sure that I have food in the table, just to let you guys know of what these people are doing. The abhorrence of the infantile incompetency that is demonstrated time and time again before all of us from these very people that are supposed to represent us is beyond shameful. Thank you for representing everybody but your constituency.
Good morning. You have 1 minute. Go ahead.
It's hot in there. The NSSC enables ICE raids, so council votes to approve. Police overtime, da-da-da-da-da-da. Demonstrators are being brutalized. What does council do? Fund police overtime, da-da-da-da-da-da. LAPD is afraid of the press. LAPD is afraid of the press. While people are displaced from their neighborhoods. What does council do? Ban bad words, da-da-da-da-da-da. So many issues, and none of them good. What does council do? Ban bad words, da-da-da-da-da-da. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Council is afraid of the word cunt. Do-do-do-do. Council is afraid of the word cunt. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Council is afraid of the word cunt. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Council is afraid of the word cunt. Kind of insane how you're more offended by bad words than police brutalizing citizens and journalists in the streets. Fuck ICE, and shout out Smoke and Scan.
Please read the rule. I'm offended by that. Please read the rule.
City Attorney, would you read the rule? Pulling up the language, but basically, as you know, that word is not allowed in this chamber, and you're subject to removal for using that word, and you are being warned not to use that word again, and the City Attorney will read the official words into the record, or if they have it. Okay. While they're looking that up, why don't we hear from the next speaker?
Hi, my name is Nato Flores, and I am a resident of Los Angeles. I'm a property owner, and I own apartment buildings, smaller ones, and I would like to speak out against the mandate being considered to force apartment owners to install air conditioning systems in apartments. You guys are really taking a very difficult method of cooling down buildings and ventilating them. It's going to increase the cost for small operators, going to drive a lot of us out of the market. You're going to reduce the housing stock. There are better ways to do it by using whole house fans that bring in cool air at night and allow the surfaces and masses inside the buildings to be cooled down. And during the day, the house and the apartments stay cool all the way until very early evening. That is what I came to say.
First, I want to invite you all to Mayor Bass's town hall Monday at 5:30. There is a town hall, RSVP. There's a QR code that you guys, we gave you documents that you should look at. Times are terrifying in this country. It's essential that elected officials listen to the people. Los Angeles, D.C., Portland, Chicago, New York are being used as a backdrop to Stephen Miller and Peter Thiel's authoritarian takeover. Global protests are on the rise, and they're going to continue to grow in size and frequency. The First Amendment guarantees the freedom of speech, press, the right to peacefully assemble, and lastly, the freedom to petition the government for redress of grievances. Sadly, Angelinos are being harmed by LAPD. See the images in front of you. Chief of Police McDonald has knowingly lied about the systematic anti-protest practices. LAPD calling unlawful assembly is simply unconstitutional. U.S. citizens have a warped understanding of what protests are. Protests do not require permits. Protests don't end because the government wants it to end. Protests are daily actions until the people's demands are met. Again, protests are daily actions until the people's demands are met. The mayor or 2/3 of city council can remove the chief of police. Please remove Jim McDonald. Please help protesters. We are fighting for your rights too.
Thank you very much. Okay, the floor is yours.
Hi, my name's Katie LaFoon. I want to know why the City Council is approving taking funds earmarked for the unhoused to pay overtime for the LAPD in an area that's predominantly white and wealthy. I'm sorry, are the white people scared right now? Are they being terrorized by ICE? It makes no sense to me. The LAPD has a budget of over $5 billion, which is half the city's budget. If they cannot work within that budget, they need new leadership. Remove Jim McDonald. Additionally, you all unanimously voted for more oversight over permits over parades. Interesting choice of the verb, parade. Councilwoman Hutt, you, and I quote, when asked about this, said, "One of the great parts of being an American is having freedom of speech and the right to protest. There are people who are having these events that aren't true protests, and I want to ensure that the First Amendment events are protected for the resources needed to keep them safe and available and allocated." I would like to know what you consider not a real protest that's happened this summer, because we've been out there and they do not issue permits. The LAPD does not issue permits. It is our right to protest. It is our right. We do not need a permit.
Thank you, Speaker. Councilmember Hutt.
This is not about First Amendment right to protest. It has nothing to do with you.
Councilman Hutt,
It's about
we can't
parades.
have a back and forth. I'm sorry. We need to go back to the speaker. Okay, we cannot have a back and forth. It's now up to the next speaker. Go ahead, sir.
Good morning, Council. George Balayan here representing Sun Valley Caregivers located on Randall Street in Sun Valley, California. For at least 3 years, Randall Street was occupied by illegally parked RVs, which created a lot of sanitary and safety hardships for our employees and customers. With the help of Councilmember Imelda Padilla, her staff, and our neighborhood council, Randall Street got cleaned up. With support item number 6, Councilmember Padilla, thank you so much for your attention to this matter. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Jennifer Kozak, and I'm here today to demand accountability. When appointed as the LAPD chief back in November 2024, Jim McDonald, in his own words, said that his goals were to enhance public safety, grow LAPD back to full strength through recruitment and retention, strengthen public trust, further develop community relationships, and ensure respectful and constitutional policing practices. Actions speak louder than words. Time and time again, Chief McDonald has demonstrated that he is unable to uphold his oath as police chief to support the Constitution, enforce laws without prejudice, and to serve our community with integrity. He lacks the courage to hold both himself and other officers accountable for their actions. No one could have predicted themselves to be living in this current dystopian timeline in America, but fear will not let us get anywhere. Bowing down to a fascist regime will not get us anywhere, and that's exactly why we need better leadership, not just from Jim McDonald, but from all of you, especially Mayor Karen Bass. We are not the enemy. We don't know who to trust anymore. We don't understand why there's complicity with ICE and DHS from our local leadership, and it is unacceptable.
Yes, good morning. My name is Kathy Schreiner. I'm speaking as an individual, but as president of the Van Nuys Neighborhood Council, I welcome you back to Van Nuys. Thank you for being here. I'm here to speak on behalf of California native trees. I don't know if you know that only 3% of the street trees in Los Angeles are California native trees. And those are and all those other trees don't attract the biodiversity, the insects, the butterflies, the birds, those sorts of things, and they're not adapted to this climate. So I really hope that you will start to help us advocate with urban forestry to do more specifying California native trees whenever there are opportunities to plant street trees in Los Angeles. Right now we're trying, there's a charter school that in Van Nuys that has to plant trees, and all the trees that are specified are non-native trees. So we really think that's not the right approach, and we hope that you will help us in urging more of a focus on California native trees, both on the street trees, and also we also are advocating to Rec and Parks and their commission to plant more native trees. Thank you very much.
Good morning. Go ahead. You have 1 minute.
Good morning. My name is Michael Ebenkamp. I'm a resident here of the Valley. As you've heard from public comment, there is a large demand to remove Chief McDonald from the LAPD, and rightfully so. Under his leadership, the department is very clearly protecting ICE instead of the people of Los Angeles, all under the guise of neutrality. It's beginning to resemble the LAPD of the 1990s. And I stand with the others demanding accountability. I'm also here to raise another issue ignored by the members of the Public Safety Committee. The after-action reports detailing LAPD's violent response during the week where the military and National Guard were deployed to our city. Civilians were shot with less lethal rounds and beaten by officers, yet no one has motioned or agendized looking into those after-action reports. Councilmember Lee, as chair, your silence is unacceptable. You should be looking and agendizing these reports as part of the Public Safety Committee. It is unacceptable to not have any of these reports agendized or none of these items motioned to be agendized. I yield my time. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, speak of the devil. Next speaker.
Good morning. You have 1 minute.
You're running my time already.
Can you
Thank
hold
you.
on? Go ahead. You have 1 minute.
Thank you. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but they never thank the taxpayers for funding all the different departments and all the different projects and all the different programs. And if you notice, they take joy in the public hating them, and that's a bad sign. Especially when they have all this fake support for the public when they bring items to Van Nuys and they don't even leave them open for comment. Within the last few meetings, they try to abruptly shut down the meeting, the president here, under a false pretense of losing quorum. The city clerk had to let them know that they didn't lose quorum. So if they really want to support the public, they can start by listening. They are so focused on the Olympics 2028 while we're worried about tomorrow, and they grovel at the foot of corporations because there isn't funding because we're being bled dry by liability claims all over that you go into closed sessions and then you come back. We're not even allowed to comment on closed session items. You just show up the next day talking about 750,000 here, 500,000 here, 125,000 there, like it's nothing when it comes out of our pockets, not yours. And every time you buy a fucking pack of gum, that comes out of our pockets, not yours. Never forget that shit.
Good morning. Go ahead. You have
At
1
least
minute.
I don't have to do anything for Halloween tonight. I'm scared enough coming here. This crap. So, if you actually cared about the public, you would have had a motion introduced, emergency motion introduced today to provide food aid to close the gaps being put in place by Trump illegally withholding food aid to the people of LA. But you don't have any motion for that. You could take it from the $3 billion you give to the LAPD while they terrorize and brutalize the city. Why is Jim McDonald still chief of police? Why was he ever chief of police? You knew before you even appointed him that he was going to protect Trump, that we just look at his history from when he was sheriff. That's what he did. And look what he's doing now. LAPD's assisting ICE, terrorizing the public, and, remove Jim McDonald.
Great, thank you. Next speaker, please. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, to start. Hi,
Yeah.
my name is Jake Hutt. Councilman Soto Martinez, you're my councilman. I'm a Writers Guild member. I was very proud to have voted for you when you stood with us the first day of the strike at Netflix. Councilwoman Hernandez, I drive for the Highland Park Food Distro every other Friday. You give us dozens of bags of food a week, and it gives us life. These were moral acts. These were compassionate acts. They were also politically wise. So too would be removing Police Chief Jim McDonald for failing to protect the rights and the physical well-being of protesters and the press. At a time when trust in the National Democratic Party is at its lowest, we need majority Democratic local and state bodies like this to show the rest of the country you will do what's right. You will stand up against conservative officials trying to put a boot on the life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness of this country. I'm a political organizer. I have a national network. I would love to go wide with Democrats doing righteous acts. The two-party system is all we have. I feel like if the faith in the party fails, we're going to let the GOP run rampant over this country, and the existential threats we face are going to get worse. Please, please remove Jim McDonald. Thank you.
Good morning. I'd like to raise awareness. If possible, I'd like to petition that a motion to dismiss financial responsibility from the United States citizens be implemented, and I'll do the best I can to make it happen. The emotional distress, anxiety, and fear is causing human suffering, addictions, and war within and around. The neglect of clear distress is abusive on our government's part, and I am requesting freedom for all. On freely given land and freely given bodies with freely given resources, we've been enslaved to the monetary system. A concept created to maintain and distribute is now burdening and hindering human beings and the necessary resources one to get. Sorry. I'm nervous, but the point is that I would like to petition that the responsibility no longer be on the United States citizens. Thank you.
Thank you. Next
Great,
speaker.
thank you.
Good morning. You have 1 minute. Go ahead.
To the constituents of LA, I say good morning. To the members of this council, I say shame. Shame for shutting down Forum last Friday, leaving 5 of your voters without a voice to express their rightful anger at LAPD's violence against peaceful protesters and journalists. You would think for a city that wants to host the Olympics in 3 years that shooting members of the international press would be a line you would not cross, but apparently we have to have that conversation. Secondly, we demand the resignation of LA Police Chief Jim McDonnell. And to the members of LAPD, I ask, if you want to regain trust in the citizenship of Los Angeles, you would treat your citizens with respect when they are trying to exercise their First Amendment rights. I have seen them work complicity side by side with ICE and DHS, and you know the atrocities ICE is carrying out among the communities of Los Angeles, and you can't even bring yourself to say the name of Home Depot. So to that, I say you will be voted out next year. Long live Los Angeles, and long live the people of LA.
Thank you. Next speaker.
Good morning. You have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Yeah, hi, my name is Jeff Fowler, the president of the Apartment Owners Association of California. I want to thank Imelda Padilla for item 6 that she's brought forward. We want to support that and her. We are stakeholders in District 6 and personally in District 12, so appreciate all of you. I know you have next week the rent controls on the agenda. A lot of people ask the question, why is the rent so damn high? And I have to point to the 1970s where GDP and people's wages used to track across. What's happened with robots replacing people is all of a sudden, instead of that happening, GDP has gone up and people's wages have been stagnant since then. AI is going to make it worse. It's not the landlord's fault. You can't artificially lower the rent. The next people that come in are paying an inflated price. Why don't you carve out the rich people from it? It should be for the poor and not for across the board everybody. And funds shouldn't go to attorneys. It should go to people the tenants who actually need it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next speaker.
Right. Good morning. We are demanding the removal of Chief McDonnell. We deserve our 60th Chief of Police today. Why are we allowing the police to brutalize citizens, protesters, and journalists? We demand change, and we deserve answers. On Sunday, we were protesting at the mayor's house, and we were met with unhinged and angry cops slamming a protester to the floor and arresting him, and he had no weapons on him. We demand a defund or a regroup. We are not afraid of the good old boys, and I promise you guys that. Moving forward, we will be seen, we will be heard, you will know our names, because we will keep coming back and we will keep demanding justice for every Angelino. And like always, que vive la resistencia and chinga la migra.
Hello, my name is Steve Hill.
Good morning.
United States Marine Corps veteran, retired peace officer. I just recently moved down here into LA proper. I've been appraising real estate in the Antelope Valley for the last 20 years. Everybody know where the Antelope Valley is, that place nobody wants to go. But you send all your homeless there, and I've witnessed it over the last 20 years as an appraiser. I don't know who my district member is yet because the website is so confusing, but we need to talk, and I would like to schedule a formal meeting with you to talk about property values because I notice we have no homelessness issues. I live right down the street from Skid Row. I'm like Skid Row adjacent. Something can be done. A lot of your zoning down here is antiquated. Your buildings are not at highest and best use, kind of like your policing. Highest and best use to help the people. So I need to get with whoever. I live at 32nd and San Pedro. So whoever my district member is, I would like to schedule a meeting with you. And I think that protesters should be able to protest. That's what America's about.
Thank you, Speaker. Next speaker.
And as the next speaker comes up, there's a bunch of names that are on here. A lot of them are fake. So anyone here who has not spoken, who has come to speak and wishes to speak, go ahead and line up. We're not going to read any more names, but if you're here to speak, you're free to line up if you haven't spoken already. Go ahead, sir. You have 1 minute.
I'm here to ask the council to replace LAPD McDonald. He is mismanaging this department. At these protests, LAPD creates the problem by introducing tension to the situation. More often than not, their solution to the problem they created is escalation, arrests, intimidations, and injuries. When tensions rise, protesters chant de-escalate, but LAPD grabs their batons and tightens their grip. I was there on October 18th when the crowd was starting to dissipate. I heard an incoherent message from a helicopter and imagined it was a dispersal order. So my friends and I decided to leave, but we were not able to leave because police were blocking our exit. They told us to turn around. They told us to leave at block 3 of our exits. If the goal was for us to leave, they would have let us leave, but their goal was to intimidate, arrest, and injure. I challenge any of you still listening to attend a protest and see for yourself. I promise you they are peaceful. You could be in a crowd of 50, 500, 5,000, or 50,000. And you will be safe as long as you're not standing across from a police officer. Chief McDonald is responsible for this. I urge the council to replace Chief McDonald with responsible leadership that is working in the interest of the people and this council.
Buenos días. Mi nombre es San Juana Medina.
Good day. My name is San Juana Medina.
Y soy trabajadora
I'm a worker
de comida rápida.
at fast food.
Vengo el día de hoy
I come here today
a pedirles apoyo
to ask for your
para la
support
nueva ordenanza
for the new ordinance
de trabajo de comida rápida.
of fast food, of fast food work.
Muchos trabajadores
Many workers,
como yo,
like myself,
pueden beneficiarse,
can benefit from this.
mejorarse y protegerse
They can better themselves and protect themselves
con entrenamientos
with training
acerca de nuestros derechos.
regarding our rights.
Ok, muchas gracias. Y
Okay,
traemos
thank
estas
you.
cartas para nuestros concejales.
And we brought
Ok.
these letters for our members of the council.
Ok, muchas gracias.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning. You have
Good
1
morning.
minute. Go ahead.
My name is Joanne Lightfoot. With ICE terrorizing our neighborhoods and all that entails, I don't think that Chief McDonald's leadership is meeting the moment. Citizens are rightfully angry and want to exercise their First Amendment right to protest. Why are they calling for unlawful assemblies when protests are largely peaceful? LAPD should be de-escalating situations, but instead what I've seen is they have been escalating them. They have shot at press who posed no threat and used excessive force on citizens. As a taxpayer, I want to know who will hold this department accountable. There are already lawsuits, and I'm sure there will be more. Our city is already in debt. It is imperative for LAPD leadership to change their strategies and find ways to de-escalate and allow for peaceful protesting.
Good morning. You have
Hi.
1 minute. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Addie McKeon, and I'm a constituent of District 4. Recently, my representative, Nithya Raman, along with my Congresswoman Laura Friedman, celebrated a signalized crosswalk in Los Feliz because they claim to care about public safety improvements in our neighborhood and saving lives. But then tell me, what are they doing about the public safety emergency that we are experiencing right now with ICE, and which we have been experiencing for the past several months, which is made up of a group of bounty hunters illegally terrorizing our city. Now, in New York and Newark, public officials are getting arrested for protecting their constituents. They're joining them at sit-ins. They are leading them and inspiring them at protests and rallies. In Chicago, they're going on ICE patrol. They're driving ICE out of their neighborhood to protect their residents and to look out for public safety. In LA, they're giving the LAPD more and more money from our taxpayer dollars, though they say we are in a fiscal crisis, and allocating more from the homeless to the LAPD, which my representative Nithya Raman claims to care so much about, the homeless and housing crisis. They're allowing LAPD to protect ICE while they go after innocent bystanders, peaceful protesters, members of the press. The police need to be arresting
Thank you,
ICE.
Speaker. Your
The mayor-
time has expired. Next speaker. Good morning. You have 1
I'd
minute.
like to distribute these letters here.
Yes. So before we start his time, so if you hand them to the sergeants, you should be able to distribute them. You have 1 minute. Go ahead.
My name is Daniel Sosa. Please remove LA Police Chief Jim McDonald with a 2/3 vote. The way protesters and press have been treated by LAPD since June is unacceptable. LAPD is consistently assaulting peaceful protesters and press. They continue to do it even after court orders, court injunctions, and motions by this body. They declare unlawful assemblies on peaceful crowds. They are using 4118 to cite and arrest protesters and seize their belongings. They are using prior restraint to block off streets in anticipation of protests. The list goes on. They are doing so many illegal things, and they are opening the city up to liability time and time again. We need a new police chief. Chief McDonald is being influenced by the Trump administration on personnel decisions, as reported by the LA Times on October 18th. His oath is not to the Trump administration, it is to the people of Los Angeles. Please remove LA Police Chief Jim McDonald with a 2/3 vote. Thank you.
My name is Armin Karai. I work in Lake Balboa. I own property in Lake Balboa. And I'm here to support Councilwoman Padilla's motion for the RV storage. I have a request. I want to make sure that there is fencing with proper screening so it doesn't become an eyesore for the neighborhood. And I request additional funding for cleanup of the streets. The streets are filthy and they remain filthy for a long time. You guys need to spend more time cleaning the streets. Thank you.
Hello, I'm also here to request the removal of Chief McDonald. I think everyone's already spoken on that, so I'm not going to speak more. I do have a story to tell, and that's a few months ago. There was a SWAT training on my block, and they did not let the neighbors know that this was happening. And I want to understand why the fuck you're having militarized police set off explosives in residential neighborhoods without the knowledge or consent of the residents. What the hell? Don't we have any say in whether there should be militarized police trainings on our blocks? When I went to speak to a police officer, they were like, back up, back up, back up. When I finally backed up, I was like, will you talk to me now? They said no. And I said, I'm a resident here, and I had no idea this was happening. I was sitting in the backyard with my friends, and there's explosives going off on my street, and now there's 30 SWAT officers in full fucking military gear walking down my block, militarized vehicles and everything.
Speaker, your time has expired. Next speaker.
Okay, we can't have yelling from the audience, so please keep quiet and so we can hear the speaker. Go ahead, speaker.
Hello. Okay, cool. Hi, my name's Davina. There's no lights on my street, but we have enough money to pay for like 50 police officers to show up to a protest of 20 people. I was punched in the head a year ago, a block away from where I lived, called the police. The police took 20 minutes to show up, but we have them show up 10 minutes into a protest. Like, it's kind of insane. Like, I'm a veteran. I walk around these streets. You guys tell me all the time, thank you for your service. But here I am getting punched in the back of my head a block away from where I freaking live, and you guys can't solve that crime. Thank you.
Okay, is anyone else here wishing to speak? Seeing nobody coming forward, that exhausts public comment. Public comment is officially closed. You already spoke, ma'am. Okay, public comment is closed. Okay, we'll move on to announcements. Councilwoman Arado, you have an announcement?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Ms. Arado.
Thank you,
The meeting is still going on, so if I could ask everyone to keep quiet in the audience. We have announcements and adjourning motions, and then the meeting will be over. Okay, if you're going to keep, you want to get removed at the end of this meeting, just wait a few minutes till the meeting is over. Okay, final warning. Okay, you got to go. Please remove
gentleman
the
in
gentleman.
the black polo shirt. This is your first and
No,
only.
it's already been warned. You're removed. You were warned. Okay. Go ahead with your announcement.
Okay, thank you, Council Member Chair. I would like to. This is a sad day for the city of LA. It's Halloween, and it's a very sad day for the city of LA as we say goodbye to someone who has worked in multiple council offices, 4, 11, 1, and 14. And we'd like to say thank you so much for your public service to the city of LA, Xanthi Sheps. Come here, Xanthi. There's a petition going around that's saying, please don't let her go. If you haven't signed it, I urge you to sign it because we don't want to say it's so. And if all the council members that she's worked for, or just want to come up and take a photo with you. But if you want to say a couple words, Xanthi. I know this is uncomfortable for you, but
staff aren't supposed to talk.
well, you will not be soon. So I think it's, you've given so much to the city of LA. You have a wealth of knowledge. I've learned so much from you. And I know you love the city so much, and this must be hard, but I think I know I've appreciated your mentorship and guidance and challenges, and I know your next adventure is going to be fun because that's who you are, and you just bring so much to this work, and so really want to thank you. But yes, in case you have something you'd like to say.
I would like to thank all of you because I have learned so incredibly much. And it's been the honor of my life to serve the city that raised me. And I'm just grateful for the mentorship of everyone in this room and the friendship of everyone in this room. And I'm probably not going to be going very far. And I'm going to be excited to see all of you and keep in touch and see what's going on. So thank you.
Folks, get out there and have a spooky weekend, happy Halloween, and serve the city well. This meeting is adjourned.